All right, let's get going. So we are going to need 2 weights for today's exercise, and that is all we're going to need, okay? So these are not going to be heavy weights, so pick your lighter set because we're going to be holding on to these weights for a good amount of time. So get some light ones. I'm using these blue ones, which are I think 8 pounds, but you can go, I'd recommend probably around 5 pounds if you have it. A little bit more, a little bit less is okay. Okay, so we'll just get those ready. We're going to need those in a second, but we're going to start with our warm-up, and then we're going to start with some core stuff to get us ready, okay? So for our warm-up, let's get going. Do some huggers to start. Nice and gentle. Make sure we're moving that scapula. Same thing, let's go up and down. Okay, we're going to go 6 shoulder shrugs forward, 6 shoulder shrugs back. I want to go on a circular motion in case we're going up and forward, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, reverse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Fingers down. Let's get 10 forward. Big ones. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, small 10 forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's give it a little bit of a stretch. So we're going to go elbow to the ceiling. We pull it behind our head nice and tall here. Okay, nice little stretch in the triceps. Stretch throughout our back. Okay, release. We're going to go other side. Hand on top of the elbow, pulling it slightly behind the head till we find that stretch. Okay, release there. We're going to do something that we kind of worked on yesterday. We're going to find the side of our bed or a chair that we have handy. We're going to kneel down without that broomstick today. We're just going to go elbows on. We're going to go hands up. Okay, palms facing us. Okay, they can even come together. Then go on the back of your head. We're drifting our head through our arms. We're sitting down and back. We're trying to get our chest and our head and our torso through the arm position. And come on up. Okay, last one. We're just going to go across the body. Okay, when we do this, we don't want to have our arm completely straight and drive across. Have a small little bend. Try and grab at the tricep or behind the elbow. Gently pull it across. You can even do a little rotation with it. Get a little extra stretching in that back. Okay, shake it out. We're going to go other side. Okay, and shake it out. If you haven't guessed from the workout or from the warm-up, we are doing an upper body workout today, okay? So, actually, we're going to need our bands as well. Sorry. So we're going to grab our bands and we're going to anchor it to a sturdy position because for our first exercise, we're only going to use this once for our banded rotations, okay? So we'll go ahead and set that up because we'll be using it here in a second. Okay, so we have 3 rounds of this first circuit. They're all core exercises. We have a side plank for 40 seconds per side. Okay, we have banded rotation, 15 reps per side, and alternating leg lifts 20 reps in total or 10 reps per side. Okay, we're doing this 3 times through. There's a lot of reps in there and a little bit longer on those side planks than we're used to. Okay, so go ahead and get ready. Let's go over our side plank form. So remember, arm under us here. We go from knees. If we do it knees, we pull the legs back. We can straighten the legs. We're coming up. We don't want to curl forward. We want to be nice and straight, looking forward. Hips, we're not in a perfect line. Hips are slightly higher so that we have a small bend, right? It's almost like an angle for where our legs come up. And then our torso here should be parallel with the ground. Okay, that's a good side plank. Holding up, pushing, looking forward. Get your timer out because we're going to need it a lot for today. If you have a clock nearby or you got a computer you need to use, looking at your watch, or using your phone, whatever you need to, get it going. We have 40 seconds per side. Once we do 40, we just switch. Same deal. Hips a little higher. We're parallel with our torso to the ground. We're not looking down. We're not crunching forward. Squeezing our glutes, driving our hips up. 40 seconds there, okay? Now we have 15 of our band rotations. So for these band rotations, we're going to go, if we're looking forward at our 12 o'clock position, we're going to go from about 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock, okay? So we're going here, and we drive, 2 o'clock to 10 o'clock. So we're right here, we're driving, and we're coming here. We're not moving the feet this time, okay? So sometimes we do this whole rotation. I want to plant my feet, okay? We can pivot the knees slightly. We're planting the feet and making this rotation solely happen through the core musculature without having the legs and the hips helping that rotation, okay? Because we have 15 per side. So we're here, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 15. So with the lower motion, right, we're not going completely from one side to the other. It's going to force us to use our core and our abdominal muscles more because we can't turn and have our hips help out, okay? Same thing on the other side. We just flip around. $15 on that side. One of the common mistakes for our setup here is making sure wherever the band comes straight out to, we want to be completely perpendicular to start. All right, if I face the band a little bit more, it's going to be hard. Like we're not even going to feel the tension until about halfway through. And then once we're here, so we're kind of only working in this range right here, right? Because when we come back, we're not having to really use our core musculature to turn from there. Same thing when we're here, what's going to happen is it's going to pull us back. Once we get to about this position right here, we're not really using that core rotation to turn because it's just in front of us and we're kind of pushing. Okay, so make sure we line up perpendicular, start, bend the knees, chest is up, and then we hit those reps, okay? And for our last one, we have alternating leg lifts. So remember, you can put your hands, you can put a pillow under the small of your back if you really have a hard time controlling this. But this is why we're doing this. This is a great exercise for being able to stabilize the lower spine and the connection to the pelvis. Okay, but definitely if we need to put our hands here, makes it a little more comfortable, that's completely fine, okay? When we go out, our bottom leg never touches the ground. So we're not resting it on the ground, switching, resting it. It stays up off the ground the entire time as we're switching, okay? We can go head down. If you feel like you get a little extra contraction with the head up, that's okay. You can do it until you get tired, then you can put the head down. Okay, but we have 20 in total. And I don't want to do this. I want to go about at the pace of like a normal metronome. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And I realized that you can control the pace of a metronome, so that didn't really make any sense. But we're going to go at that pace that I just showed you there. Enough to really have to control it. We're not relying on any momentum or stretch reflex from our muscle to propel through that movement, okay? So we have 3 times of that circuit. You can pause it, or you can circle back, go through it 2 more times, make sure you got it down, and then come back to this point in the video. We'll get started on the next thing. All right, you are back. We have, for our next thing, we're using our 2 weights, okay? For the next 2 circuits, we're using our 2 weights. And how this is going to work is we have 5 minutes through these 3 movements, and we're never putting the weights down for this total of 5 minutes, okay? So once we pick our weights up, they're not going down, so get ready for it. Okay, we have rows. Okay, we have curls. And we have frontal raises. Okay, and so how this is going to work is we have 5 reps of each every 30 seconds. Okay, so we hold on to our weight. We start our timer on the first go. We do our 5 rows. We do our 5 curls. And then we do our 5 frontal raises. Okay, then we can wait. Once that 30-second mark comes around, boom, we're hitting it again. So we're not resting for 30 seconds. That 30-second timer is going as we're doing our reps, okay? Once we get to 30 seconds, we go again. We're right here doing our rows, doing our curls, doing our front raises. Then we just hold. We do not put the weights down. You hold them here, working our grip, working a lot of other muscles just to hold on to these dumbbells, okay? Then once we get to a minute, we're doing the same thing. That's the next 30-second mark. We have our rows, we have our curls, we have our front raises, 5 of each every 30 seconds. We don't put the weight down for 5 minutes. So make sure you have your timer going or a clock going so that we don't get off kilter on the timing, okay? After that, you get a rest 3 minutes, okay? So you put these weights down because your arms are probably going to be tired. They're going to feel like limp noodles. We get 3 minutes rest, okay? Don't have to do anything. You sit down, hands on the hips, rest, shake the arms out. Whatever you need to do. Once we get back, we're doing another 5-minute round, the same format we just did for that last one, okay? Except we're just switching the exercises. So now we're going overhead press for 5, okay? We're going tricep extension. And make sure we're really extending our elbows and we're extending our arms and we're tucking our elbows into our side. What we don't want to do is this, just kicking out to here. We're extending a little bit, but we're not really extending all the way, okay? So we need to tuck our elbows in. So tuck our elbows in, and we need to kick all the way out. So we have a straight line from our shoulder to our thumb. So not this, all right? That's the cheating way. We tuck, we extend all the way as much as you can. You need to squeeze. Those triceps need to fire up. And then now we have lateral raises, okay? So we're coming out to the side rather than forward. Okay, so we have 5 overhead press, tricep extension, okay, lateral raise. 5 minutes, every 30 seconds. Don't put the weight down. After that, you get another 3-minute rest, okay? So pause the video, go ahead and do it. Overhead press, tricep extension, lateral raise, 5 reps each, 5 minutes, and then come back. All right, for the last part of this workout today, we have a 7-minute, as many reps as possible, okay? So, you get that timer out again. We're using it a lot today. 7 minutes in total. I know your arms are probably pretty shot at this point, so this is where you push yourself, right? Because nobody's saying, okay, you got to go more, you got to go harder, you got to go now. This is on you. 7 minutes of how hard can you push it, how bad do you want it. Okay, we have 5 push-ups, 10 band pull-aparts, okay? And if you were here yesterday, you got some insight on some cool things we can do with the band pull-apart, right? We can go here, okay? We can start switching the angle, okay, to any varying degree. And that'll prompt some different musculature to be fired up when we're doing those band pull-aparts. So I want you to play around with not just doing your band pull-aparts here, because we might have developed some good strength there, but try doing it from here, all right? And then the other way. So as you cycle through, switch that up. And our last one is just 10 squats. Everything else was upper body today with some core. Let's get the legs involved a little bit, at least to just flush some blood through the system, okay? So we put on that 7 minutes, we go, boom, we do our 5 push-ups, we do our 10 band pull-aparts, okay, at different degrees maybe. And then we get 10 squats, okay? And you just keep going through those. It's 7 minutes. That's all you got to do. Knock it out. The other things in total should have probably taken maybe 15 to 20 minutes. So this last 7 minutes, almost about 30 minutes in total. Let's go hard. Let's get it. Okay. 5 push-ups, 10 band pull-aparts, 10 squats, and then you're done for the day. Okay. Good luck, and we'll see you next time.